Some suburbs in Jacksonville were built around the car, so when families relocate here hoping for walkable neighborhoods with sidewalks and parks nearby, they're often surprised by how disconnected some areas feel. But that doesn't mean walkable suburbs don't exist. You just have to know where to look. Today, I'm walking you through some of the most sidewalk-friendly, park-filled communities within Jacksonville, places where you can actually enjoy being outside, whether it's walking the dog, pushing a stroller, or letting your kids bike to the playground. If we haven't met before, my name's Josh Rogers. I lead the F3 home team right here in Jacksonville, and we've helped hundreds of families relocate to this area for the past 15 years. A lot of the people I talk to are searching for more than square footage and school ratings, but they're also trying to figure out where their family will live their life, what the sidewalks are like, whether the parks feel safe, whether the community is active or sleepy. So if that's the season you're in, just researching, dreaming, asking questions, and trying to narrow it all down, just shoot me a text. I'll help you sort through the options and make sense of what's actually going to work for your lifestyle and budget. All right, let's jump into some of Jacksonville's most walkable, family-friendly suburban neighborhoods. Let's start with E-Town. Now, this is one of Jacksonville's newest master-planned communities, and what really sets it apart is how intentionally it was built around walkability. This isn't the kind of neighborhood where sidewalks feel like an afterthought. Here, everything from the road layout to the trails and park access was designed to make walking, biking, or just being outside easy and enjoyable. You'll find miles of paved sidewalks that actually connect. You can walk from your home to the park or the pool, or even meet up with neighbors without ever having to get in your car. There are also greenways and bike-friendly roads throughout the community, so whether you're taking the dog for a morning loop or your kids are biking to a friend's house, it's all really accessible. But if you're dreaming about a truly walkable lifestyle where the breeze smells like salt water and everything you need is just a stroll away, then Jax Beach, Atlantic Beach, and Neptune Beach should be on your radar. This stretch of Jacksonville's coastline offers some of the most naturally walkable neighborhoods in the entire city. These aren't master-planned or built around a clubhouse. They're real beach towns that grew up around community, connection, and the kind of everyday living that happens on foot. Almost every street has sidewalks, and they're not just decorative. You'll actually see people using them, neighbors out walking their dogs, kids biking home from school, and families pushing strollers to the beach or heading to the local farmer's market. Whether it's a morning jog along First Street, a casual stroll to your favorite breakfast spot, or a sunset walk to catch live music in the park, this area makes it easy to live your life outside. Atlantic Beach Town Center especially has that old-school coastal charm with local shops, seafood joints, yoga studios, and community events all packed into a few compact, pedestrian-friendly blocks. It's the kind of place where you don't need to plan your day around traffic or parking because everything is just a few minutes away on foot or bike. Now, because it's so established and in high demand, homes in this area tend to be more expensive. You'll find everything from original beach cottages with character to sleek new builds with modern coastal designs. The lots are often smaller, but that's part of what makes the area so walkable. It's dense without feeling crowded, and that closeness fosters a really tight-knit feel. A lot of people who move here end up staying for decades, so if you're looking for that everyday beach lifestyle where the community is alive, the sidewalks are busy, and your car can mostly stay in the driveway, this stretch of the beaches is hard to beat. Now let's talk about Mandarin. This part of Jacksonville sits in the southeast corner of the city, and it really does feel like its own little world. Mandarin has a more residential, tucked-away vibe with huge oak trees, wide front yards, and lots of quiet streets. But even with that relaxed feel, there are definitely pockets here where walkability is front and center. One of the most scenic and walkable spots is near the St. Johns River, especially around Mandarin Park and County Dock. You'll find sidewalks that follow the river's edge, people walking their dogs under the tree canopy, and families enjoying the waterfront breeze without ever needing to hop in the car. It's peaceful, it's pretty, and it gives you that real Florida charm. Mandarin also has some great public parks that encourage an active outdoor lifestyle. Places like Alberts Field, Chuck Rogers Park, and Losco Regional Park aren't just great for kids. They've got trails, walking paths, and open space where you can jog, bike, or just take a slow stroll and reset. It's the kind of place where weekend mornings often mean coffee in one hand and a leash or stroller in the other. While some of the older roads here are more traditional and winding, many of the newer developments have added in sidewalks, community trails, and shared green spaces. So if you're looking for something a little more suburban, with good schools, lots of greenery, and that ability to take a walk through your neighborhood without dodging traffic, Mandarin is worth exploring. It's not one of those neighborhoods where everything is packed in tight, but that's kind of the point. It gives you space to breathe while still offering those walkable moments that make everyday life easier and more enjoyable. If we haven't connected yet and you're somewhere in the middle of this whole moving process, I help families like yours every week figure out what actually makes sense, because it's never one size fits all. My team and I would help you find the perfect home that fits your lifestyle and budget. So if that's you, feel free to shoot me a text. My number is in the description box down below. Now let's get back into the video. If you're leaning towards something a little more private and upscale but still care about walkability and outdoor lifestyle, then Jacksonville Golf and Country Club could be a great option. This is a gated community, which already gives you that feeling of peace and privacy. But what really sets it apart is how much the neighborhood is designed around outdoor living. Sidewalks wind through the entire community, connecting homes to parks, ponds, and club amenities, which makes it easy to stay active without ever leaving the neighborhood. So whether you're walking the dog, riding bikes with your kids, or just getting your steps in before work, you can do it all without dealing with through traffic or public roads. The community is built around a private golf course, and it includes tennis courts, pickleball, a fitness center, and a full country club. That means your daily routine could include a morning walk, an afternoon match, or even dinner at the clubhouse, without ever leaving your own neighborhood. The homes here are all custom built, many on larger lots with mature landscaping. So there's a spacious, tucked away feel even though you're right in the middle of town. You're positioned between JTB and Beach Boulevard, which means you're about 10 to 15 minutes from the Mayo Clinic, 15 minutes to the beach, and just around the corner from St. John's Town Center, which is Jacksonville's top shopping and dining hub. Now, it's worth noting that Jacksonville Golf and Country Club is on the higher end when it comes to price. You're paying for that gated peace of mind, the private amenities, and that strong sense of community. But for people who want a place where they can walk, bike, golf, and just enjoy a slower pace without being too far from everything else, this one checks a lot of boxes. Last but definitely not least is Queens Harbor. This one's a bit of a hidden gem tucked just off Atlantic Boulevard. It's a gated waterfront golf community that brings together elegance, privacy, and that coastal Florida lifestyle a lot of families are searching for. What makes Queens Harbor stand out, especially for people who love to be outdoors, is the way it's laid out. You've got wide sidewalks throughout the entire neighborhood, plus scenic walking paths along lakes, tree-lined streets, and manicured common areas that are actually designed to be enjoyed on foot, not just driven past. There's a strong sense of intentionality here. You can walk the loop around the lakes in the morning, grab a tennis match or a round of golf in the afternoon, or even take your boat out from the private marina, which connects directly to the Intracoastal Waterway. That's incredibly rare for a residential neighborhood in Jacksonville, and it opens up an entirely different kind of weekend lifestyle. Boating, kayaking, paddleboarding, or just sitting by the docks. It's all part of the rhythm of life here. At the center of Queens Harbor, you've got the Golf Course and Country Club, which offers everything from dining and events to fitness and community programming. Families especially love how everything is contained and connected, making it easy for kids to bike to a friend's house or explore safely within the gates. The homes are a mix of Mediterranean-style estates and custom designs, many of which back up to water, preserve, or the golf course. That means no two streets feel exactly the same, and you get a level of charm and variety that doesn't always show up in newer planned developments. Now, even though it feels tucked away and peaceful, Queens Harbor is only about 10 minutes from the beach and just 20 minutes to downtown Jacksonville, so you're not giving up convenience. It's also zoned for some solid public schools, and there are several private school options nearby as well. If you're looking for a neighborhood that blends walkability with true resort-style living, and you want something that feels like a retreat without being remote, Queens Harbor should absolutely be on your list. As you can see, Jacksonville has more walkable suburban neighborhoods than most people think. But the truth is, no two of these places feel exactly the same, and choosing the right one really depends on your priorities, whether that's parks, schools, trails, safety, or just community vibe. So if you're seriously considering making the move and you want help narrowing it down, text me. I'll help you figure out which neighborhood actually matches your lifestyle and your family's needs so you can feel confident in your decision. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.